Hello and welcome to IGN's live stream of Max Anarchy. I'm your host, Damon Hatfield. I'm joined by Caleb Lawson.
Hello.
And Destin Legary.
Hey guys.
And we have some other guests who are Skyping in for this play session with us. Isn't that right, Caleb?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have PlatinumGames devs on the stream with us. You should be able to see them down there in that corner. So that's JP. JP, you want to introduce your team?
Sure, yeah, so I'll be interpreting and playing with you guys today. I'm PlatinumGames JP in the game. This is Masaki Yamanaka. He's the director of Anarchy Reigns. Say hi. Konnichiwa.
Hi, Yamanaka-san.
And so he's PG Yamanaka in the game. This is Tauda, and he's one of our lead gameplay designers. And he's PG Kaiser Tauda on the stream. Say hi. Konnichiwa. And PG Sumida, he works in product development here. He's coming over. He's kind of a little further away. He can speak English, so he's definitely going to say hi. Say hi. They're stonewalling me here.
All right, so I think we should probably jump into some games then.
Yeah,
and,
let's do it.
Tell people what this is all about.
Yeah, start loading up the game, and maybe, Caleb, you've played a bunch of Max Anarchy already.
I have, yes.
Maybe you can sort of give us the spiel on what it's all about.
So Max Anarchy came out July 5th in Japan. It's known as Anarchy Reigns in the US, although we don't know when it's coming out in the US. It's obviously developed by PlatinumGames, and its main draw is that it's a 16-player online brawler. There's a story mode we'll show you guys later, but for now we want to jump into the online gameplay. All right, let's start a match here.
All right, let's
10-second countdown. So this is going to be a 4v4 team deathmatch.
I like how you picked the girl with the shortest skirt possible. The live stream probably appreciates that.
So, JP, how many characters do you have total for playing the game?
Oh, we've got 16. キャラ数は何人ぐらいありますか？16. Yeah. So we've got 16 characters, and you can have 16 players on online, which is kind of intentional. We're smart like that.
Great. Who do I have on my team? I got you on my team. I got Sumida on my team, and oh, great, we got a good team.
So you can see there's like when you jump in, you can like rocket down and like cause a mini explosion. Now, if you jump from higher, does that cause a wider, I don't know, area of damage?
Oh, great. The other team. That's not good.
Have you been able to play any of Max Anarchy at this point?
No, I actually I watched a little bit of other people playing it last night and caught up. I recognized it right away, like when I realized it was named something different before. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, cool. But I have not had time with it yet.
Well, viewers, we're going to be playing this for the next hour. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them for you live to the best of our ability. Just tweet us at IGN. And we also have a copy of the game that we're going to be giving away at the end of the live stream in about 45 minutes or so. So just tweeting us at IGN automatically enters you to win that copy of the game too. So. And
actually, as an extra special bonus, JP let me know right before we started that the development staff will be signing that copy of the game.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I just was attacking my boss. That's
So how do you enter into like that close quarter combat move that you just did?
So that's just a grab. On PS3, that's circle. It's two basic attack buttons, right? You can square and triangle or your light and medium attack. They can be used to chain combos together. Circle's your grab, and then by holding the L2 button, you can use your power weapons like that.
Okay.
But I should stop talking and we should start fighting.
We need your expertise on the game.
So the black holes are called action trigger events, and they're kind of an interesting way that we use to disrupt standard multiplayer gameplay to kind of make things different and shake things up every game.
All right, JP, I'm going to follow you. Where are the guys we're trying to fight?
What's your objective with the black holes? Is it to close them, or?
No, the black holes are there just kind of to, if you get sucked in, you're going to get warped to another area of the map.
Okay.
So, you know, if you want to escape, they're a great way to escape. But if you want to not escape, you might get sucked in. That's not a good way to do things.
Could a competing player use that to their advantage, like grab you and throw you into the black hole? Or
Yeah,
would they
you can
want to
actually
beat
do that
on
if
you?
want to. The easiest way is if somebody's guarding, just to kind of keep hitting them and push them into the black hole, because there's enough gravity on it that you're gonna want to get sucked in anyway.
Looks like the environments are pretty big.
Yeah, the environments are huge. I love the stages you guys made, by the way. I really enjoy the level design.
Yeah, speaking of just overall design, like the character design is pretty robust. We saw during the intro a bunch of different characters. You got Jack from Mad World and the Bull, also from Mad World, and some other characters that we haven't seen before. But each is unique and has very specific design elements that make it stand out.
Ooh. Ooh, I just got taken out by those laser
Some nice
soldiers.
death animations also in the game.
So that's the thing. Even though we're playing 4-on-4 team deathmatch, there are so many different environmental hazards as well. There are lots of NPCs that'll jump in and shoot lasers at you like those guys just did. I think there was a truck on the loose as well.
Yeah, those are all those action trigger events, kind of like the black hole.
He's got owned, Caleb.
I just got owned twice in a row. I gotta step up
I
my game.
got
What determines where
3
you
guys
respawn?
on the blue team teaming up on my Baron. This is not gonna be good.
What determines where you respawn?
Yeah, JP, is there anything specific determining where you respawn?
What's up?
Are the respawn points, what determines that? Is that random?
リスポーンの、セッティングとなんか場所ってどういう風に決めてたんですか？まあ一部はランダムですね。なんか自分が移動できるんですけど。
That guy does not like you.
So in certain modes, the respawn points are actually mobile, and you can kind of move where you want to respawn. Or like in a tag match, you actually have to move your respawn point over to the your teammate to respawn. To kind of put you back into the action in the right place. In other matches, they're kind of randomly set through a whole bunch of different places on the map that we think are good respawns, just so you know you don't get spawn kill situations, things like that.
Yamanaka-san just destroyed me with that Gatling gun.
But we're winning, right? It's 7-3?
Yeah, we are winning right
Team's
now.
winning?
Of course we're winning.
I like the fact that we're actually beating a team with Toda on it, because that doesn't really happen here at Platinum Games.
I haven't run into him yet.
So it looks like you can
I
find
just
stuff.
checked with him. It's actually a little after 9 a.m. here, and he says he's asleep. So apparently we're getting a good day or a bad day.
There he is.
Wake up.
Caleb, what can you tell us about the combat? You have light and heavy attacks?
Right, so as I was saying, you have light and heavy attacks, you have a grab, and you have your power weapon. And it's just kind of, it's sort of the basic brawler format, right? It's not necessarily like full fighting game depth, but it's tapped out combos like we see in Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, actually. And a similar, combat system where you have strongs and weaks.
Guys on Skype over there, what were some of your influences for Max Anarchy to make a big brawler like this with so many players?
なんでこういう風に大乱闘ゲームを作りたかったんですか？
そうだね、銃で撃つゲームにちょっと飽きてたところがあって、同じようなものだと、実績のあるところに勝てないかな。
Yeah, so we were kind of getting bored of playing multiplayer games where all you do is shoot. So we wanted to come up with something new and interesting that nobody really had done with multiplayer before and see if we could pull it off. Does that answer that question?
Yeah, for sure.
Do the different characters represent like different classes? Or is each character just unique, have their own abilities?
So the combos for the most part it's the same button presses, but and JP, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
But the timing and the animation of the characters, so their reach or what everyone's combos are essentially the same, but how they actually play out are very different.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a huge amount of different attack buttons, so that kind of limits how many different button presses you'll have in a combo. But that's a pretty good description of how things end up working out.
Yamanaka-san keeps going after me.
Yamanaka-san's actually doing pretty well in this game. Although Papa Smurf, congrats to him, man. He's kicking everybody's ass.
All right. Papa Smurf is actually, he's one of the guys who He's actually not from IGN. We have a few community players who'll be joining us earlier. Papa Smurf's a community player who I've been playing with since launch day. So I just sort of asked him if he wanted to join in for these early matches.
Yeah, I think he's been playing too much because he's beating us next.
Yeah, so Caleb, you imported the game from Japan?
Yes, I
You've been
did.
playing
I
it
did.
early?
As I said earlier, I mean, I've been a huge fan of the stuff that Platinum's been doing. You know, I was a fan of what Clover was doing beforehand as well. Both Bayonetta and Vanquish, I think, are fantastic games, and so I naturally had my eye on this. Oh God. No, I gotta get away from that. See, this is the problem. Trying to explain what's going on.
If you're over by the bus with the Gatling gun, there's a whole bunch of drone soldiers with guns, and those are NPCs that we throw into matches to kind of break things up and try to deflect the focus away from other player characters for a second. So the goal there is you might be fighting against somebody, but something bigger might come along that you have to fight with somebody to overcome.
So Damon and Destin, you guys take over the conversation for a few minutes. I gotta get in game mode here.
Well, you got about 16 seconds before a plane crashes, so yeah. Just watching this, like, it reminds me of big brawlers like Power Stone comes to mind right away, just seeing this. But like, you got environmental attacks in addition to like just the beat 'em up sort of style. Did you look at any other games like that, like the Power Stone, where it was just like a bunch of players beating on each other?
パワーストーンが他のなんか乱闘ゲームを意識 Honestly, not really. We kind of wanted to do our own thing and focused on doing that. We actually get that question a lot about our games. Especially press about, like, you know, what kind of influences us and you know, whether we're paying attention to this game or that game. But honestly, like, we don't really have those discussions here. We're pretty much focused on, you know, what things that we can do that are new.
Yeah.
And that always kind of strikes people as weird because, you know, when you're going through those discussions, you eventually arrive at similar decisions to other games. And so it appears that you're being influenced, but we kind of approach it really differently.
I don't consider that a bad thing at all. Like, just to see that somebody's made a large-scale brawler like this. Like, we haven't seen anything like that since the Dreamcast, really, that I can think of. Maybe like Smash Brothers Brawl, but that's a totally different style. It's 2D. So to see a game similar that has, you know, like some similar elements is great to see. And yeah, it's definitely intriguing to me that I might want to actually pick it up and try it out.
And viewers at home, like, I'm sorry if there's a giant smile plastered on my face. Like,
What?
Caleb enjoys it.
I have a lot of fun.
Wipe that smile off of your face.
Stop having fun.
Isn't that what video games are about, though? Having fun?
No, not if you read internet comments there. So what just happened here? The match was about to end, and then you got an extra minute of time.
I think,
Yeah, 'cause the match was really close. So we want to give people the opportunity to kind of play just a little bit extra if a match is close, because nobody likes ending a game in a tie.
Yeah.
Cool.
So looking at all these characters, some of them are from your past games. Are any of them completely original?
Most of them are, actually. Baron, Bull, Matilda, there's a lot of... we really love the Mad World characters, and we wanted to kind of put them in a different universe and see what would happen. So there's a lot of those characters, but, you know, people like Sasha or Nikolai, who is in this match, you know, Leo is a new character, although he's named similarly to a Mad World character. There's kind of a good mix. The Zero, the Ninja, is a new character, so... Yeah, it's a good mix, half and half.
So we came out on top. We were victorious.
We did.
Dustin and I are putting ourselves on your team. We're on the red team.
Nice job. Thanks, JP. Thanks, Papa Smurf. Thanks, Samita.
But now, what are the arrows next to
Nice.
each player's profile?
So JP, you go for that one.
Oh, so right now the arrows, like, there's up, down, and kind of the same. It's just how your score has reacted to various endgame bonuses that happen.
Okay.
So, like, Pop Smurf actually went down from first place to second place because Yamanaka-san got the king bonus, so he moved up to first place. It's just kind of indicating what's happening with endgame bonuses.
All right, so we're actually going to jump into another game mode. That was Team Deathmatch. Now we're going to show off Death Ball, which, as you'll see, is a bit different for a brawler.
How many modes are in the game?
How many different multiplayer modes do you guys have? See, it's Battle Royale, Team Deathmatch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Plus, you have a couple more modes, right?
So yeah, so there's 11 online modes, and then with some DLC that we actually gave away free in Japan, but we haven't announced plans on how people are going to get it in the States, obviously, because we don't have a release date. There's 13.
Some of the modes look like retakes on old ideas, or any like original that like I didn't recognize all those game types. That's for sure. What's some of the?
Death Ball's pretty original. I think you're going to see something kind of cool right now.
Yeah, Death Ball's a lot of fun. It definitely appears to be a fan favorite as well. You see a lot of people clamoring for Death Ball matches.
So you picked the same character.
I did. I'm sorry. I'm gonna switch it up for Battle Royale. Here's the problem with these games, right? Is that you find a character you like and then you stick with them, and then you forget that there are so many other awesome characters.
That guy does not like you. He like singles you out.
So that's actually Michael from Code Foo. He's a coder at IGN right now.
Not tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
And so, despite what you just saw on my screen, the point of this mode isn't to gang up on players and to fight them. It's actually that green ball. We have to get it in the goal, and points are scored by how many goals you score.
Oh, cool. Where's the basket on the level?
So you'll see at the end of each side of the court, there's a goal, kind of like a soccer goal, and it's closed right now, and that only opens after certain conditions are met. Which actually, speaking of which, what are the conditions for opening up the goals?
It's possession. So if you look at the top of the screen, there's a little arrow on that bar that's moving from blue to red. And as you hold the bar longer, that bar is going to build up. And then once you get it past the possession bar, it's going to open up the goal. Which should happen right now, because we've got... Yeah, you're going to see it right now. Boom.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, Papa Smurf.
I think Papa Smurf's got our back in this in Sweden.
One of our viewers, actually, Flaming Skull, is wondering if this game has any connection to Mad World. So we know we have characters from Mad World, but in the single-player campaign, are the universes connected?
No, they're actually kind of alternate universes. Again, it's one of those things where we really love those characters, and we wanted to bring them into kind of a different situation and see what would happen. So yeah, there's no direct story connection.
Yeah, go for another Twitter question. Do it.
Saltface is wondering how the clash system works.
There's a mode called Team Battle where classes are dynamically assigned depending on what position you are in the game. So like how well you're doing in the game will decide what the class is. But other than that, it's just kind of picking the character that you like. So there's heavier, slower characters, lighter, faster characters. That's kind of how the classes are broken up. It's not necessarily like a Team Fortress class system other than in Team Battle.
I don't think he'd stand up from that, personally.
Joe the Professor's messing with him.
どうですか？どうですか？何が？
頑張ってくださいね。
So,
1点でも入れてない。
カイザーパス、カイザーパス。
Joe the Professor is actually...
Yamanaka and Kaiser are starting to coordinate their attacks, so...
Oh, great. See,
Yeah, this is not good.
I'm playing in this room by myself, so I can't do that with anyone. Well, I guess I can do it with you. Let's coordinate our attacks, JP.
Get him.
Where's the ball?
So, Yamana-san was saying, I was saying pass and he didn't give it to him. Didn't pass it. I told him that that game designers never listen to the game director anyway, so I don't know why he's surprised. And now they're teaming up on me to abuse me for talking smack.
So back on the connection with Mad World, or lack thereof, the Black Baron was in Mad World. Here we have the Blacker Baron. Can you explain that?
Hey, if you up your game, you gotta up your name, man. It works.
IGN カメさん
Oh, God.
神です here. 今スカイプと繋いでますんで、ツイッターみたいになんか言いますか?
Oh no, is he gonna tweet at us now?
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me grab Kamiya-san real quick.
All right, great.
はい。見えないんですよ。
Caleb, you got to hook your game.
I don't know.
You gotta get
I
that
Caleb, our viewer Jermel wants to know, what do you think is the best feature?
Kamiya-san thing. Hi.
Kamiya-san's in there. Oh, hey, Kamiya-san, how are you guys? How are you? Guys, pull up the picture-in-picture to show Kamiya-san. Hey there, Kamiya-san. How's
Yes, Kamiya-san is director of Bayonetta. Bayonetta's in this game, if you didn't know.
Bayonetta is here. Yeah, someone will be playing Bayonetta in our battle royale later. We definitely have a Bayo player. How's P100 going?
Ooh, super shot. Yeah, so we have these crazy Nintendo ninjas that don't let us talk about
the
P100, so
Nintendo ninjas.
you'll have to excuse us on that. Those ninjas are real, we've seen them. Very, very sharp swords, so excuse us for not being able to comment on that one. Sorry, guys.
Absolutely, man. I totally
But
agree.
we will confirm the existence of Nintendo ninjas.
I think everyone pretty much knew they existed, just hadn't had the confirmation, so thank you.
You're welcome.
You heard it here first on IGN, guys. All right, Papa Smurf, let's get this goal. I got your back.
Are you blue team or red team?
We're red team. Bam!
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That was Caleb. Caleb, what is the best feature of this game?
The best feature of this game is, it's the multiplayer in general. There is a single player mode that we'll be showing you guys later, but I've never really been into multiplayer games, and I've been playing this game every night since it came out about a month ago. Nice. It works for me. It's a lot of fun.
Is this your favorite character in the multiplayer portion?
Yes, it's unfortunately the only character I really play.
Have you experimented with any of the other characters in the
I
game?
have, yeah. And there are light characters and there are more heavier characters as well. Just so. Papa Smurf's got it again. Pass it up.
Go,
Pass it
go,
up.
go, go.
Oh. Is that going in? Oh no.
Oh no!
The goal closed right before it went in.
Get him, get him, get him, get him. Ah, nice.
How do you open the goal again?
You have to hold it for a
Certain
second.
amount of time.
You open the goal by holding onto the ball long enough to open the goal.
Got it.
Ooh, nice.
Your nunchucks are pretty cool.
I enjoy nunchucks. That was kind of the focus behind this. Sorry,
You're singling.
I should have been focusing on the game. Instead, I got distracted. Sorry about that, Mike.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't have it, I don't have it. Who got it? Oh, Joe the Professor's got it.
Oh, man, and he's...
Rampage. We're screwed.
Oh no.
Yeah. So when you we haven't explained that rampage yet.
Yeah, if you build up a gauge, you can kind of it's a Platinum Games hallmark of somebody going into a rampage mode. Nice. Well, there goes the shutout.
Yeah.
Catch it! Catch it! Catch it! Did you catch it?
I think you did. I think you did.
Nice!
Nice.
Oh!
So yeah, those superstar shots are almost automatic goals unless you catch it. We want to call for Twitter questions?
Yeah, JP, how much customization do you have over your character?
You can pick abilities that that you can use kind of like perks in a multiplayer match. And if you look at the bottom of the screen in certain modes, there's going to be a symbol indicating like what kind of elemental resistance you have, and that can play into to different aspects of the game. Like if somebody's got a fire elemental character, will be stronger against an ice elemental character.
And spoilers to everyone who didn't know, I made myself invisible. You also have power-ups. There's a bunch of power-ups that you'll pick up from power-up drops throughout the combat. And right now I'm invisible.
Oh no, not again. Oh, this is gonna go too close to the goal. And that is a shot from Mr. Tony.
You can lock on to other characters?
Yeah, so you can lock onto the character that you want to really lay on the smack on.
That's cool. Yamanaka-sanのショット。
This has got like a snake eyes sort of thing, like a weird snake eyes sort of thing going on there.
And there goes the shout
Reminds me a
out.
little bit of Ride.
So do you guys have any plans for any other DLC characters in Japan going forward?
追加するキャラとか予定ありますか DLC で。
どこまでビオネッタとか
ベアネットが発表されてます。
ああ、DLC の予定、現在のところは未定です。
Yeah. So right now we don't have any new characters to announce as far as DLC goes for this, other than Bayonetta, which is DLC in Japan. If you purchase a game, the code is actually on the inside of the disc.
Yeah, and we'll see her in our next match.
次はあるんですね。
Idea あります。
もちろん。
Yamanaka-san's got some ideas for characters that he'd love to add, though. I don't think he's going to tell us what they are, but I think he's got them.
Do they involve any of the drawings I've been seeing on Twitter recently?
最近Twitter でアップしてる絵とかそれ連携してますか
I think there was a drawing of Kamiya-san that I would not want to see in this game.
Oh, yeah, let's not talk about that. If you want to search online, you might find something that will greatly disturb you. But yeah, I just asked him if it had any relations to some of those drawings that he's been putting up, and they don't, unfortunately. But actually, a lot of those pictures are based on a thing in Japan called Bikuriman, and they're little kind of like Cracker Jack toys. You get these stickers in these candies, right? And so he was kind of doing parodies of those, and the fans here loved them so much that we just had an art contest, and we actually made those stickers. And if you won the art contest, you got a set of all 16 characters with those Bikuriman stickers that you could put onto things.
A lot of the fan art's been great.
海外でビックリマンわかんないんで説明しないと。But
So I'm gonna sort of sit here and get this goal as soon as it opens.
Were you invincible?
I was rampaging, so I was pretty much invincible.
Nice. That's a good shot.
So yeah, if you have any questions, be sure to tweet your questions at IGN with the hashtag Max Anarchy. We are taking questions from viewers.
Boris did. He wants to know if there's an upgrade system.
There's no real upgrade system, right? It's just more you level up, and based on your levels, that opens up different power-ups that you can assign to your character before a match, kind of like perks.
What kind of powers are available?
In certain team-based games as well, there's depending on your kill streak, you can level up your character from 1 to 3, and that'll give you more power, longer rampage, things like that.
Nice. All right, good job, Red Team again. Cool. So,
Nos Khan's asking, sorry, I'm looking at my phone to see some of the. Will there be any special co-op moves we can pull off during a fight in tag battle games? So in tag battle and tag deathmatch, there are tag moves that you can check out.
Yep. And I'm not sure if we'll have time to show any of the tag modes off today. Let's hop into a battle royale and see how we're doing on time after that.
We're about at the halfway point of our Max Anarchy live stream. One of our viewers, Vi, wants to know what are some of the biggest combos you can pull off?
Well,
なんか一番強い、一番長いコンボは何ですか? That would be a Tauda question. Yeah.
一撃一撃がやっぱりでかいとか強いので、ブルーとかガルーとかキラーとか決めて強いですし、コンボで言うと
What are we about to go into here?
we're gonna do some battle royale.
So, according to this man, who's kind of off camera, some of the most powerful. Actually, I think you're gonna have to re-invite us into the game.
Yeah, I'm going to. I popped out.
Cool. Sorry, guys. So the most powerful moves you're gonna get from the big characters like Douglas or Garuda or Bull. The longest combos you're gonna get from the quick characters, which are usually the women. So the Ideen, Fading, and Nunine characters, and Bayonetta as well, and Sasha, and Matilda. So those are all the female characters.
Hey guys in the studio, can you just pull up our camera shot here while I go to my PSN friends list? Thank you. You can pull up the picture. You can pull up the picture-in-picture.
Benjamin wants to know.
Yamanaka-san adds that super long combos don't really work in a game like this very well. because everybody's kind of going crazy and the battles are kind of very localized and quick. So they're not like insanely long string combos. We try to keep them shorter to make it more fun for the brawling aspect of the game.
All right, I just sent out a mass invite, so we should be getting some players.
Benjamin wants to know if Bayonetta is part of the story.
Bayonetta is not part of the story.
Yeah. So she's not part of the story at all. She's just something fun that we wanted to add to have some fun. So she's kind of like a guest character.
And there she is down there.
Nice.
You can see in the background one of our players. I think. Let's see when he joins. I believe it is. Kool-Aid is going to be playing. Oh no, sorry. Well, someone's going to be playing as Bayonetta. We'll see who jumps in. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to play a character I don't usually play, just for some variety.
Or the Max.
Should I play
That guy's kind of
Green Bear?
Poinky.
Green for the green for the money and gold for the honeys, baby.
I like him.
I'm going to play Big Bull.
The character designs really vary.
Yeah,
Like they
it's
all
great.
look really neat.
The design's really cool.
How's a yellow Big Bull look? Let's do that. All right.
What are some of your options when you pick a character? Just color selection and character?
Yeah, it's character, color selection, and then abilities. Right now, because I'm not on my save from home, I don't have all my abilities unlocked.
So these are like your perks, sort of?
Exactly. So
Do you unlock them through multiplayer or through single player?
you unlock them through both, right, JP?
Exactly. You can unlock them through story and through playing online. By the way, Manaka-san just mentioned that he really loves that Nintendo Entertainment System Gears of War 2 poster behind you guys. You can see it on the webcam, and it's really cool.
Yeah, we're really proud of this.
Let's see, we have 11 players now. Who are we missing?
So what's the mode we're about to go into again?
So what we're about to go into, this is a total free-for-all. Everyone, every man
No
for
team.
himself. No team.
I like this stuff.
And it's a lot of fun. Let's see if this last player joins us.
I noticed you can add bots to the game too.
Yeah, you
I,
can add
I always
bots.
kind of like that feature.
Yeah.
I used to always play that way in Perfect Dark and stuff like that.
In Gears 2, I'd throw in a bunch of bots, and that'd be my sort of explore the map,
Yeah.
you know, and get used to like where things spawn, and
Yeah, and if you guys are used to the difficulty in Platinum's games, I mean, ramping the bots up to hard, they get hard.
Yeah.
All right, let's get 13 players. We'll just jump in like this. All real people. Let's do
So,
this.
one of the girls that works in product development is like on her iPhone taking pictures of us playing.
Yeah.
And Yamada-san's like, she's like a mom at school, you know, when they do like the track and field days, taking pictures of her kids. It's pretty funny.
All right, guys, this is every man for himself. We've got a bunch of people from the community on here.
Caleb, what are you going to do if you just dominate with this character? Do you think you're going to change it up from your main?
I think if some way I actually dominate with this character, yes.
You're doing so good, they can't even do anything.
I know we have some good players here, though.
You are shallow focused, right? That's your name.
I am shallow focused, correct.
Now, it looks like the items come in by smashing into the stage, is that correct?
The items come in, they're dropped in crates from planes.
What items can you pick up? Like, what's some examples?
JP, do you want to run down the whole list? Or, I mean, there are guns, there are
I can't
bombs,
read out
there
the whole list off the top of my head.
Well, no, not everything. Just like what?
Is
Yeah.
まあライフル、ロケロン、So there's a lot of like buffs, like shields or like healing buffs. There's things like rifles and rocket launchers. There's a pretty decent variety of items, and you can get them from the slots or when there's something called the Gun Runner. It's one of those action trigger events. Shows up. He'll drop lots of items all over the stage, and those show up in those item boxes.
And before we saw environmental things, like Caleb here is picking up a barrel. We saw a Gatling gun before. What other things can people interact with in the environment?
You can pick up those forklifts if you wanted to. There's a lot of things in the stages that you can pick up. The tires and signposts are kind of throwbacks to some of the stuff we did in Mad World. So there's a lot of fun things in that respect.
I saw a truck or something drive by before. Are there vehicles you can get in?
Pardon?
Like that guy's in a vehicle of some kind in the background there we just saw?
Yeah, if I hadn't died, I could have gotten on it.
Yeah, you can hijack those.
And then you can use the flamethrower.
So like that one looks like it's a vehicle with a flamethrower on the front.
Yep.
And
not bad.
before we saw like a bulldozer with like grinding gears on the front.
Yeah, there's.
Are there other
Oh
examples?
man, this guy's almost
that
dead.
you can think
Hold
of?
on. I gotta focus on taking this dude out.
Yeah, it is like really hard to answer questions like
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Normally I'm in the seat where I have to play and talk at the same time.
Oh, there's Bayonetta.
Ah.
There's some witch time. You like that? Thank you, Zubat King, for grabbing me and showing that off to people. I'll just keep telling them that's exactly why we did it.
Everyone went with yellow this time.
Yeah.
Because yellow's a cool color.
So, Caleb, are you in last place right now?
I think there's a good chance. It looks like everyone is ganging up on me.
They're like, who's the biggest guy on the map? That guy. Let's go kill him.
All right.
If Yamanaka-san wins this game, is he allowed to like turn to the camera and just be like, "It's my damn game"?
Yeah.
Well, it is his damn game.
You can do
so
that
yes.
at any moment, actually.
He took off like half a guys.
Yeah, slow but strong.
Oh,
So pandemic, does that mean like you get everybody gets a cold and all slowed down? Or like, is that a status effect?
Oh yeah, what's pandemic do?
pandemic is one character is infected and it'll start draining life, and then if you get hit or touched by the other that character, that'll kind of spread.
Now it looks like we have NPCs in the match. Are these bots or are these just random characters that generate that you have to fight? To, like, mix things up.
These are they're CPU controlled NPCs, and yeah, they'll kill you if you don't fight them. So again, it's one of those things where we wanted to break up the battles and make it so you might have to team up for a second, the guy that you're trying to kill, and then go back to fighting each other.
That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Like where they just kind of throw something into the mix while you're fighting each other, and you're like, hey, deal with this, or kill your buddy, or let him deal with it and stab him back.
Oh, Papa Smurf, you stole my kill. My first kill. They killed me.
With your character too. I think.
I know. Ah! Come on, Will, you're killing me. Literally.
So Caleb, even though you haven't killed anybody, it looks like you've still gotten points. Is the whole game point-based?
Yes.
And how do you get points even though you're not killing people? Obviously, that would probably give you a lot. What are some other ways you can get points in the game?
I mean, dealing damage, taking out characters, assists.
Okay.
If you steal a kill from someone else, that'll get you more points. Using environment, pretty much everything you do apart from getting hit or dying is going to get you points.
Cool.
One way or another.
JP Colbot would like to know the reason for the name change for the US version.
I finally get to say what I've been dreading saying all day, but ask Sega.
Yeah, guys, unfortunately, no one can really comment on the US release situation because we don't know what it is right now.
I just want to point out Caleb's going on a rampage right now.
I know.
He's just like annihilating anyone near him. Oh,
Dude,
and then it's broken up.
He came up from last place. He was just in fourth, and now he's fallen to 5.
Well, I was literally rampaging, which makes me invincible. So I was at a bit of an advantage there.
You gained a lot of ground there. That was good. Is there a local multiplayer? Or is it all
Nice.
online?
It's all online. Yeah.
That was a question from Nero7.
But then again, I couldn't imagine trying to keep up with
this on a split
everything that's going on in a split screen environment. Yeah. There's just way too much going on.
We've seen 2 of the maps so far. This is an oil rig environment. What are some of the other environments you can play on?
So there's a bunch of different environments. There was, I think the first one we showed you was Hong Kong downtown, which is kind of a Hong Kong, China-inspired environment. There's the oil rig, there's some stuff in the desert. Hey guys, if you're watching, thank you for the interest if you're trying to join our game, but unfortunately it's a closed game. I will definitely add you on PSN after this game.
Yeah, Caleb needs people to play with.
We can keep playing.
Yeah.
I need people to play with.
Apparently, a lot of people out there are playing this game because we've been receiving a lot of messages of people wanting to jump in.
Yeah. I mean, this is great, right? Yes, you can only buy it in Japan right now, but it's entirely localized in English and region free.
Yeah.
So that copy that we're going to give away in a little bit, regardless of where you are or what PS3 or Xbox you have, it'll work, and it'll work in your language if you speak English, Japanese, or the rest, JP?
French, Italian, and Spanish.
And that's subtitles, voiceover, menus, everything.
That's
fully
really cool.
localized. So yeah, if you want to import it, I would say go right ahead. That's what I did.
There's
I've
some
been quite happy.
crazy stuff going on right now. Like there's 6 dudes in Rampage on this little area.
Let me find them. So I'm in poison gas right now, which means that
That's probably not good.
Whatever we're showing probably isn't very entertaining.
You're
Let's
just, your
find
health
this.
is just whittling down.
Is that what the biohazard thing was?
But it's over now, but it was pretty nuts there. There was some bots flying overhead, dropping grenades with 6 dudes in Rampage in a little area. It was pretty cool. Sorry you guys didn't catch it on screen.
That biohazard effect is really interesting because it kind of locks off the rest of the map and forces everybody into one area, and it probably creates some pretty crazy moments during the multiplayer portion.
I know we're in free-for-all right now, but are there cooperative moves when you're on a team?
Yes, there's 2 team battle modes, tag battle modes, and there's actually tag grab attacks where you and the guy on your team can both grab simultaneously. Man, I gotta get out of here.
It's like you spawn, you're like, hey guy, you're dead.
This is what happens when I pick,
everybody's
a
so
character
quick.
I don't play.
Yeah.
That and talking and playing, not easy.
Yeah.
You guys doing commentaries on YouTube, if you're talking and playing at the same time, hats off to you.
Yeah, this game, that's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
So JP, I'm seeing you're not showing up on the leaderboards right now. How's your score looking? Mine's looking pretty
terrible.
pathetic. All right, Kool-Aid, I'm hunting you down. No, I'm not.
Kool-Aid like ran away.
See, I can't hunt him down because JP comes from behind me and grabs me like that.
No.
Oh, guys, I'm
That's
getting
what you get for asking
annihilated.
Just falling back down towards the bottom.
All right.
Got it? Oh, wow.
Woo!
That's the end of the match?
That was the end of that match.
So we ended at
Where'd you end up?
11 there? 11?
I'm in 11th right there. I'm in shallow focus.
For a character you don't know, 2 kills your first time, that's not bad.
So we have about...
Usually he's the strongest guy at the game here, but Yamanaka-san's putting in pretty good showing. What, 4th place?
Who's Omega's Innocence? Who won that match?
So yeah,
Is that
I'll actually,
someone from the community?
this is a good one on the screen. So some of the names up here, Joda Professor, that's Jose from 1UP. Akakaze, that's Mike from Code Fu. Cherry Changa is Aiden from the community. Retro Funk is Brian from the community. Kool-Aid's Carlos from the community. Zubat King's Ruben from the community. Papa Smurf is Will from the community. And Omega's Innocence is Rich from the community. So guys, thank you for joining us. This is awesome.
Yeah, we
Omega,
just want
you
to point out
dominated
that
that match.
we are best at the game after we've woken up and been awake for about 3 hours, so we're going to use the it's morning excuse.
That's totally valid.
So JP, how much longer do we have you guys on?
You guys got 10 minutes. Do you want to show single player at
I
all?
wanted to jump into the campaign, and I was thinking about maybe handing off the controller to Destin and see how he does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I beat the game. No, in 10 minutes.
So do you guys want us jumping in right at the beginning? Does jumping in right at the beginning work for you, JP?
JP?
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, just go ahead and jump in. We're watching your stream, but it's a little bit lagged, obviously, since it's here in Japan.
Since you're in Japan, yeah.
Just kind of let us know where you are.
Cool. We'll jump into the campaign from the beginning, and I'm holding off. I'm handing the controller to Destin.
All right.
Destin, go to town, man.
彼はプレイしたことないんで。
You play inverted or non-inverted?
Non-inverted.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are watching at home, please remember to tweet any questions you have at IGN with the hashtag Max Anarchy. We're going for a few more minutes here, and we'll be answering questions.
And giving away a copy of the game. So opening moment here. Are there any big spoilers we should be aware of, Caleb, or people need to close their eyes for a second?
Well, it's the opening of the game, so if you don't want to see the opening of the
Yeah.
game and you just want to buy it and start fresh, by all means, please.
Spoilers, Platinum made it.
Mark Anthony's wondering if button mashing works in this game.
Button mashing does not work in this game. You will get your ass handed to you. You actually might see this as Destin jumps into the story mode, because he hasn't played before. I think when he picks it up, it'll take him a few minutes to actually get a hang of the controls, and there might be some button mashing there. which honestly, the beginning of the campaign is fine, but the campaign's a great training ground. It's a great way to learn new characters.
I like this training ground. Virtual babes dancing around. Space aliens.
Oh, there you go, Yamanaka-san. That's you, the director.
Did he sign on when his name was in the...
No.
スタッフが出てきて、
So how long is this opening cutscene? We may want to jump into
Alright.
gameplay.
Yeah, I want
Yeah, you might
to.
want to
There's
skip it.
Jack.
It's,
Oh, I can't.
Oh, you can't skip the opening one, can you?
Oh, that's right.
There we go. So you pick, you want to play as Jack?
Yeah, Jack.
All right.
Come on, really? That's not an option.
This is actually kind of a cool scene, though, so it's worth watching. The beat in the bar in the background is actually by Dilated Peoples, so
Awesome.
it's kind of fun trivia.
And actually, if you guys want to keep watching to the end of the stream, when we outro, we should be playing the Dilated People's music towards the end.
There he is.
There's
Oh, yeah.
Guy.
Yeah, there's Big Bowler I was playing as. I did not do very well. That was poor.
Don't
Yeah.
beat yourself up.
It'll be all right.
I like the fast characters with nunchucks. Yeah, don't skip this, Dustin, because...
okay. Funky Town Burger.
Man, burger sounds good right now.
Burger does sound good. So yeah, here...
Oh, these guys are gonna get messed up.
So yeah, the single-player campaign is more along the lines of kind of a modern-day Streets of Rage or a Final Fight or something along those lines. I mean, just traditional brawlers, right? But kind of moved to a 3D space and with a hub mission design. So yeah, here what you're doing, Destin, is start fighting some guys, and once you kill enough guys, your first mission will open up. So square is your light attack, triangle is your heavy attack. You hold L2, that's your power weapon, and then you press attack. So there you go, there's your first mission.
Try that grapple thing you were doing. I wanna grab somebody.
So yeah, you lock on with R1. You can lock on to characters.
Alright, let's go to that mission.
Yeah, so all the missions in story mode are kind of hub-based like this. There's side missions, or free missions, and story missions. And there's several chapters both on the black side and the white side.
Yeah, so one of the things, the story mode's actually pretty cool and pretty robust, but one of the things that we did differently when we were approaching the game was we actually worked on the multiplayer first and got the multiplayer to where we really liked it, and then started building out the single player with our multiplayer assets. So you'll see a lot of crossover between the two in that respect.
Yeah, I remember when I first started following the game, single player wasn't really something that was mentioned. And so I was questioning if it existed, and once you guys announced it, I'm like, oh cool, there'll be a campaign tacked on.
That guy.
Even though you guys reuse that assets, it doesn't feel tacked on in any way. It's definitely still a relatively robust campaign mode. I mean, as I said, if you go into it expecting kind of a Streets of Rage, Final Fight sort of side-scrolling brawler updated for modern 3D, I think that sort of campaign, that's what you'll get out of this. With a traditionally crazy Platinum story now. Or is that a traditionally crazy JP story?
I was only kind of helping out on the Baron on this one, so yeah, I think you can just say it's a traditionally crazy Platinum story.
There's the truck I was talking about.
すみません。
Yeah.
僕飛んでるんですけど、どうでしょうか。
Yamanaka-san says, we don't know why, but our stories just kind of always end up being like this. Flip off the wall.
Because you just love these characters. Man, these characters are like, I keep saying this, they're like action figures. I want those play arts Kai of like every single character in this lineup.
We haven't actually seen it yet because it's being handled by the publisher. But the Raiden play arts Kai, the Black Raiden, is really cool. Kojima-san's been tweeting pictures of it, and it's a pretty awesome figure. So we'd love to see them do some Max Anarchy figures someday.
Caleb, John is wondering if you think this game will draw a large competitive community.
What's interesting about it is I think it will draw a large competitive community online. I think you won't see it the same way you see like fighting games taking off at Evo, just because there isn't really any sort of local multiplayer, right? It's all online, but yeah, there's a definite even though we've all imported it essentially, there's a definite following right now. I mean, with these guys that I've added as players now, you jump into a private match with a couple of guys you know, and before you know it, a few hours ago. So.
Two things. One, we'd love to see a really cool competitive community form around the game, and so you can. There's actually a pretty decent community at community.platinumgames.com that's formed around the game that you can join. And I know there's a great thread going on NeoGAF and on Shoryuken.com. So there's lots of places to find players that have the game. The other thing is Yamanaka-san wants everybody who's watching this stream to send a note to Square to let them know how much that they want Play Arts Kai figures, because we really want them to. So get on there and start sending those tweets, please, because we want toys.
Yeah, I'll start that campaign because I want toys too.
欲しいんで、みんなスクエアに
Hey,
声
look,
出さ
Hey,
い
look,
って
it's
いう
dead pirates.
返事を受け入れ出して
ありがとう、ありがとう。
Thank you.
As promised, we do have a copy of the game to give away. We're going to give it away to viewer VI9. JP, his question is, which characters do the developers like the best?
一番好きなキャラ。Let's go around. I think everybody's got a different one, but we'll go around with the 4 guys that we're playing. Sumida-san, who's your favorite character?
Leo.
He likes Leo. Yamanaka-san, 好きなキャラ。He likes Oinki,
Oinki.
who most fun I've ever had in a voiceover record was doing Oinki. He's a Rin fan, and I have a special place in my heart for the Baron.
Yeah, the Baron definitely seems to be your guy. All right, Dustin, 9 more kills. You got a minute left. Can you do it? Oh, use your rampage. Press down on both sticks at once.
Okay.
Oh, as you die.
No. You have to start the objective over?
Yeah, mission failed.
no.
Mission failed.
Well.
Fishing mailed.
That's okay. We're about at the end of our time
I could do it.
with Max Anarchy anyway, so.
I think what I want to do before we finish up the stream, Dustin, if you want to pop out.
So, Yamanaka-san wanted me to add to everybody that we're actually quite proud of the story, because if you think about it, stories in brawlers or fighting games like Street Fighter or whatever always kind of seem tacked on, and we tried really to integrate it within the world and kind of the brawling aspect of the game, and we think we pulled it off pretty well. Kind of keeping the essence of what the multiplayer competitive game is, but having a story built around it, so we hope that people really enjoy it.
I gotta admit, that's the first time I played the game, but like, it's really fun.
Yeah.
You know, like just like going in and just slaughtering everybody. You know, it's great. My kind of game.
オンライン。
But like, there's a system in place too, because you hold R2 to like take out your chainsaw and just like cut people in half. But at the same time, you can hit X or triangle just to do like lighter, heavy attacks. You can grapple with circle. It's fun.
It is. It's a ton of fun.
And like, you get that reward like when you punch somebody and they explode, or you cut them straight down the middle. Like, you get that very visceral reward that you get in brawlers like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The story mode will also do a really good job of prepping you for the kind of experiences that you'll have online. And I don't think a lot of people think about this, but when you have so many new characters, and even if they're Mad World characters, they've kind of got a new spin because it's an alternate universe, it's a great way of introducing who these characters are, why they're doing what they're doing, and how they do it. So definitely check out the single player mode. Don't think it's just a multiplayer only game.
Absolutely, and also it's I mean, once you finish up the mode, you can play through any of the story missions as any of the characters, and so that's a great training ground. I mean, I've gone back in
And played every mission as Bayonetta.
You can do that.
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that. Where are the rest of the guys? Where are they?
They go up, they're upstairs.
They're upstairs.
Yeah, there's 2 guys up
Destin
there.
knows.
Destin knows. I haven't played story mode for a while. Actually, before we go, what I do want to show is I want to pop back out to the main menu. And so in addition to the multiplayer, in addition to the story mode, there's also there's training, both practice and simulator. Kind of practice mode is typical, teaches you the ropes. You know, you can practice your combos. You can pick which character you want to be. Sorry. You know, pick which character you want to be. Pick all of your options, and it's great for training. And you can toss in CPU characters as well. Also, you guys added a ton of just bonus content in the gallery. I mean, all the unlocks from, you get character models that you can just look at, you get all the music unlocks, there's lots of concept art. I'll show a little bit, not to give away too many spoilers, but let's look at a couple characters before we have to leave. Because honestly, the characters are one of the best parts of the game.
There's Jack, who we've seen already.
Here we go. Let's give the blacker Baron some love. See, he's blacker now.
He's got some good muscles going on there. He must do a lot of push-ups.
Yamanaka-san is claiming that the Baron gets too much love.
Why is that, JP?
なんで、みんな好きになって進んでみました。
Nikolai.
He's from Bangkok.
Nope. he's here for this.
Yamanaka-san claims that it's because he's got a certain way with the ladies.
Sure he does.
I'm sure he does. Sure he does. All right. I think that's pretty
Yeah,
much it.
that's about our time. Thanks, Caleb, for being our main driver. Thanks for joining us, Destin. JP, thanks a lot to you and your team for joining us today. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Yamanaka-san, なんか言いたい. Hold on, let's see if Yamanaka-san has any closing comments.
Yeah, please.
ぜひともオンラインで対戦しましょう。
Yeah, so he's looking forward to playing everybody, all the IGN viewers, once they get the game online.
Yep. And we have shared your PSN names in the article as well, so they can do that.
で、PSN の名前が入ってるんで、もしかしてフレンド紹介が来ると、紹介が来ると思うんですよ。
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you, viewers, for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Later.